Rebel soul child, got a fist ball, I'm a respawn of ancestors, and I'm blessed, You're not him, tell him fess up, I get check stub, hella carefree, nothing scares me, hella reckless, yeah, I got next up, right, no we not the same, cause see when I look in your iris, you likely to talk but not ready to ride, you do better keeping it quiet, my pen is ignited, my soul is enlightened, I like who I am, but I'm biased, they palette is right on my drip is a fountain.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Bet the Day for June 12th. Hope everyone's doing well and hope everyone is ready to make some money. My name is Tanner Kern. As you know, we got a lot of frequent viewers on here. If you're new here, welcome. If you're here every day, I appreciate you guys so much. Words can't describe it. We're in the studio live from Dallas, Texas. Not a great day yesterday. We were 2-3, but you know what? We get back on track today. Happy Sunday. No producer in the house again. Jeff Fink will be back tomorrow for the rest of the week, guys. Producer shows Monday through Friday. Saturday, Sunday, we're just here shooting the shit. Gotta love it. Got the comments already rolling in. What up, David Thomas? How we doing? Can Lightning win 3 years in a row? You know, last night, hell of a win for them. Obviously, Vasilevsky is a different kind of goaltender, and I think they can win because of what Andrei Vasilevsky has been able to do, right? You look at the Avalanche, they're going to be strong on the offensive end of the zone, right? They're going to be attacking the net. Vasilevsky is the reason, though, that the Lightning can stay in the series. I think the Lightning are going to have a tough time matching the offensive production, but if Vasilevsky can limit Colorado's scoring opportunities, it could be a good series for Tampa Bay, and this would probably be one of the greatest dynasties in sports. It's very tough to win 1 Stanley Cup. It's even harder to win 2 in a row, and then to win 3 in a row is unprecedented. So if they were able to do that, it would be absolutely insane. Got the comments rolling in here on YouTube already. Got to love that. Appreciate you guys. Let's see what we got going on. Parlay Bay, Black Frank in attendance. How we do, Black Frank? How we doing? How we doing? Marky. What up, Marky? What up, Marky? Let's go, TK. Got comments rolling in. Crazy, right? Yeah. Need a good MLB parlay. I'll get it for you. Tanner, Keys, Locks. How we doing? Morning, guys. It's a great day. It's a great day to be alive. Great day to be in Dallas, Texas. About 105 degrees. You know, it's funny. I went to SMU yesterday. I was running the stairs at SMU. Now I'm from the north, right? But this heat is different here. It's like not even hot yet, and it was like 103 degrees, and I was running outside, and I felt like I was going to die. I did 3/4 of the stairs at SMU's football stadium, and it was very, very hot. So if you're from Texas, I don't know how you do it, and I don't know how football players do it down here in August or in training camp. Rafael Rodriguez coming in here on YouTube. What's up, Rafael? How we doing? Let's get into it, guys. Before we get into the show, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Number one place to see this show every single day. Now we got the fancy lighting with the fancy studio. It gets even better during the week when we have Jeff in the house producing. So, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Go on TikTok. Watch us on TikTok. We're posting stuff all day. 3-team parlay is no longer in effect, guys. We're now the Sports Report. So go over, follow our main TikTok page, the Sports Report, and then also the Bet the Day page. Join our Discord, number one place to talk to me, and then buy a T-shirt, guys. Please support us. Buy a T-shirt. If I won you any money, you guys are telling me I'm paying your rent. Buy a T-shirt. Okay, if I'm paying your rent, buy a T-shirt. You can afford $25, guys. Help us out, support us. Gotta love it. Parlay Bay again here. We need talk today, brothers. Reds money line, Giants money line, Marlins money line. Giants going for the sweep over the Dodgers. That should be interesting. Reds, Marlins, toss up, but you're getting a lot of value there on the Marlins. I know that. I might do it. We'll see, Parlay Bay. I don't know if that's going to hit in a parlay, but we'll see. We'll see. So we got some comments rolling in on TikTok as well. Mookie Betts, most overrated player in sport history. I wouldn't say that, guys. Mookie Betts pretty damn good. Keep in mind, Mookie Betts was the front runner to be the National League MVP for a while this season. Merch in the bio. Yes, merch is in the bio, Zach. Merch is in the bio. All the links are in the bio on TikTok. All the links are in the description on YouTube. We have about 1 million links in there. Go sort through them. You'll find it. But I appreciate you guys for checking that out. Please tell me you think Celtics win the series. I do think the Celtics will win the series, guys. Get the likes up. Come on. It's a Sunday morning. We're feeling good. Got 118 people live right now on here. Get the likes up. Get the like. We haven't been at like 12,000 likes in a while. I want to get back there. Mariners, Red Sox, what a game. Hell of a game there out of both teams. And the Red Sox didn't deserve to win that game. We're going to talk about that in a minute, but we will get to all your questions today. Let me recap my day yesterday. We're kind of going back to the old show format here on Saturdays and Sundays. Tomorrow will be a little different, obviously, but we'll go back to the old format. I'll recap yesterday, answer all your questions, and then we'll get into what we got going on today. Huge day of baseball, huge, massive day of baseball with college baseball. We have Major League Baseball. I'm only betting Major League Baseball today. I will be betting on Omaha. I will be betting on the College World Series, especially if the UConn Huskies could make it there. So we'll see that, but anyways, we're just talking Major League Baseball today. So it should be a good day. I got some player props. Going to be a lot of fun. The Chicago Bears will have the worst record in the NFL. It might be a little too early to talk football right now. What was your record yesterday, bro? We were 2-3 yesterday. Not a great day. Red Sox could have won. We'd have been 3-2. It's the Lord's Day. Coach needs a new pair of shoes. It's the Lord's Day. Happy Sunday. Happy Lord's Day. Let's cash some tickets. All right, so Red Sox money line obviously didn't hit. Red Sox lost 7-6. They didn't deserve to win the game, though. I look back at the score sheet, the box score. They didn't deserve to win at all. They were out hit 13-8. They were only 1-3 with runners in scoring position. They're hitting home runs. Shout out to Bobby Dahlbeck, by the way. No free shout outs, but shout out to Bobby Dahlbeck for getting back on track. I think he's batting 200 now. He was batting about 130 something. So shout out to Bobby Dahlbeck. He's actually kind of been a nice addition to the Red Sox offense right now. Mariners were 5-12 with runners in scoring position. They had 12 hits. We can't compete with that as a Boston Red Sox better last night. So am I mad they lost by a run? Yes, but they would have stole that game. So it is what it is there. Lightning Rangers, Andre Vasilevsky was sensational. 20 saves, 952 save percentage. The bottom line with Vasilevsky, though, it's like, here's why the Rangers lost the game. If you're a Rangers better last night, I don't feel sorry for you. If you're a Rangers fan, I don't feel sorry for you. You guys deserve to lose the game. You got the best goaltender in the world in Andre Vasilevsky, the best goaltender in the world right now. Playing lights out, 952 save percentage last night. I know Igor's sensational, right? Igor's great, but Vasilevsky is a step above him, at least in the series. And on top of that, the Rangers only got 20 shots on the net last night, 21 shots on goal. You can't win like that, people. You can't beat the best goaltender in the world, challenging him 21 times. Yes, he made some phenomenal saves last night, but you can't beat the best goaltender in the world shooting 21 times and getting outshot, getting outshot 31-21. It just doesn't work like that. It's not rocket science, never been rocket science, people. I say it all the time, but it's not hard. In hockey, more shots on goal equates to more wins. They couldn't do it last night. Then we had Mets money line. They got beat 11-6 by the Angels. Carlos Carrasco was not good. Michael Lorenzen, shout out to him, 1 earned run. Angels had 15 hits. Mets had 10. Mets just couldn't convert with runners in scoring position. Rockies Padres game 2, we hit that, which was nice there. The over 7.5, 6-2. Game 1 doubleheader was 2-1. So I was a little nervous going into game 2. Surprisingly, Mackenzie Gore, shoved all season, only went 2.1 innings, allowed 6 earned runs. Kyle Freeland was pretty damn good, and I thought he was going to be the one to give up the majority of the runs in this baseball game. Didn't happen, though. And then we had D-backs Phillies over 8.5, did not hit. 4 runs scored there. Phillies have won 9 straight. It is their best record in 11 years. Zach Wheeler was really good. I thought Zach Wheeler would give up 2 to 3. And that just didn't happen yesterday. He had 8 strikeouts over 6 innings. Mad Bum only gave up 1 earned over 5, but the Phillies had some extra scoring chances because of errors. So that was yesterday, guys. 2-3. Not a great day. We got to get back on track today. Let's see what we got going on in the comments section here over on TikTok. Cubs will win today. Sweeps are hard to come by, and Thompson is no joke. He's actually not as good as Tyon, though. That's the thing. Tyon can't keep winning. Throw gas can. So I think Tyon can keep winning. I think the New York Yankees offense can keep winning. Jameson, Tyon, free money. There we go. Black Frank. Agreed. They got me. Mets. Why Sox pitching undecided for today? I don't know. I haven't seen it. I was looking for a line or an odd on that game. I couldn't find it, obviously, because of that, but we'll see. I would go back to the Red Sox. Say the Mariners are a really good hitting team, but depending on who's pitching today. So after Walker, it's a question mark. It's usually up and down there. So it could be a bullpen game for him today. It could be Garrett Whitlock, and then you go to the bullpen. We'll see what happens. Rangers money line, Kopech dumpster fire. So I am on Kopech's under for his strikeout total. I put this in the Discord today earlier, and we'll talk about this in a minute, but I'm on his under for strikeouts. I think that could be really, really lucrative for us today. Nationals money line. We'll talk about all this stuff in a minute, guys. Let me get into my picks here. Speaking of Michael Kopech, why don't we just start with Michael Kopech right now? Let's start with Michael Kopech. Let's get into him. Kopech's 64th in baseball with 51 strikeouts this season. So he's 64th in baseball, 51 strikeouts. He's pitched 10 times this year. He's made 10 starts. His total's at 6.5 today for plus money if you take the under. He's made 10 starts. He's only gone over 3 times. Now, he has gone over twice in his past 5. He's coming off an 8 strikeout performance over the Los Angeles Dodgers. And the Rangers and the Dodgers are pretty comparable when it comes to strikeouts. I will say that. But sportsbooks have hiked this number up because of what he did to the Dodgers. Now, he was just simply better than the Dodgers that day. He was locating. He was phenomenal. His off-speed stuff was working. His fastball was working. And he was painting corners all day long. So I don't really take that 8 strikeout performance and take it into account as much. I look at his body of work over the course of the season. 10 times, 3 times going over 6.5. So he's got 7 unders at 6.5 there. You got to love that. You really got to love that. When you look at the Texas Rangers, they're 13th in baseball when it comes to strikeouts. So they're a middle-of-the-road team there. That's pretty damn impressive there. I think under 6.5 at plus money is a great bet for the Texas Rangers. Kopech is not a dumpster fire. I can't say he's dumpster fire is one of the better pitchers in baseball, right? But when the numbers are there, you've got 10 appearances. You've only gone over 6.5 strikeouts 3 times. It's worth taking a risk on that. for plus money. I think the plus money is meant to throw you guys off a little bit and say, oh, he'll hit this. He's coming off an 8 strikeout performance of the Dodgers. I don't think so. I don't think you can just automatically go off that. I think in the Dodgers game, he went like 7 innings and he gave up 1 hit. Like he was just simply better than the Dodgers that day. I don't know if that happens again today when it comes to the Texas Rangers. Any thoughts on the Brewers? The Brewers are on the no-bet list. The Brewers are massively on the no-bet list. Over-under on the Rangers game. It's a tough one there. I really got to look into it, Rajan. Let me pull up my book here, and we can start talking some numbers. But that's my bet. Kopech, under 6.5 strikeouts. What do you guys think of that? Let me know what you think in the comments. Pulling up the book right now. Shout out Caesar Sportsbook. We're using them right now. Okay, so what do I think of the total in that game? At 8, I think you could go over. Gray's kind of a liability a little bit. He's not a liability. He just hasn't pitched up to his capability this year. He does give up homers. Again, the White Sox aren't hitting. They had the Fire Tony La Russa chant going yesterday. I think time is running out for him in Chicago. He could be the next one to go midseason, especially like what he did against the Dodgers when he pulled when he walked Trey Turner with 2 strikes on him to get to Max Muncy, and Muncy goes yard. Dodgers are on the no bet list right now. I agree. Dodgers run line is not a winning formula right now. You got the lock, bro. I'm going to take this. Let's make a 14 parlay for the chat, bro. Together, we can do that. Throw it in the Discord, guys. Join Discord. If you're not in Discord, join Discord. So Rajan, I would go over on that total. Nationals money line today. The Brewers are bound to win a game. That's my take on that. I would stay away from it totally. Like I don't think the Nationals can continue to beat up on the Brewers like they have done so. But again, Brewers are also losing games very frequently right now. So they won 8-6 yesterday. The Nationals jumped out to an early lead. I saw this because someone sent me a massive ticket that they had. It was like a $500 8-team parlay to win $30,000, right? And one of the tickets was the Brewers, or one of the games was the Brewers. I'm like, I wouldn't bet on the Brewers. In no world would I bet on the Brewers there because they're on such a losing streak, but they should win. We go off these shoulds in sports betting, right? Like, oh, this team should win. This team should win, but got to go off the numbers. You got to go off how they've done. I think the Brewers should win today. But on the other hand, the Nationals are playing good baseball. They're hitting the baseball, and the Brewers can't win a game to save their life. So that's one I would probably stay away from just because it's so unpredictable. I think there's better money on the board today. How did Jake McCarthy for the Diamondbacks do? Jake McCarthy for the Diamondbacks. What are we talking about, Jake McCarthy for the Diamondbacks? Like yesterday? Or are we talking just in general? We all got ESPN, guys. Come on now. Yesterday, he was 1 for 3 with a strikeout. Okay. Any thoughts on the Brewers? Yeah, so the Brewers are on my no-bet list. I need a win today, bud. We all need a win. Come on now. We need a plus today. Agreed on the plus thing. Sup, Tanner? What happened to the Astros bats? I don't care what their record says. They can't put up runs. All right, Georgie. Georgie's coming back here. Listen. We just can't say they're a bad baseball team. I think your wording yesterday was a little off. We said they're a bad baseball team. They're the second best team in the American League. We said the Yankees. I think someone said the Yankees were a bad hitting team. They're the best team in the American League right now. So they'll be fine. Can you go 6-0 again? What's going on, buddy? Come on, Ski. Dude, come on. Do you know how hard it is to go 6-0? Do you know how hard it is to go 6-0 on bets? It ain't rock. I'm giving you guys tough bets, too. I'm giving you guys -120, +102s. I'm not giving you guys -230s, -240s. Come on now. It's hard to go undefeated. It ain't just rocket science. Come on now. Let's see. Rosemary potatoes, Belmont race 4. I'm not doing any Belmont steaks today. But again, if you want to go for that, look up Joe Cruz. He's giving some picks there. I had the Giants yesterday. Good win there for you. Mariners money line was easy money. Stevie, Mariners money line was not easy money. Mariners money line was not easy money in any way whatsoever. They won by a run. You can't fire a legend. Legend, I don't know who you're referring to, hopefully me. The St. Louis Cardinals fans say they're the best fans in all sports. No, I wouldn't say that at all. I think Boston's got the best fans. Okay, so which pitch are we taking the under on for the first leg? Kopech under 6.5 for sure. Cleveland, Oakland under 4.5. Run line, first 5 innings. Your thoughts on that? Well, neither team really hits the ball phenomenally. Who's going? Cole Irvin's going for the Athletics. He should be okay today. Against Cal Quantrill. I'm a Cal Quantrill guy, so I think they should be fine. I do like the under there. We are the best fans. Boston's the best fans. D-backs. Nerfy Reds versus the Cards. We got so many comments rolling in today, guys. It's hard to keep up with everything. So D-backs money line today. Ryan's coming in here. Let me not ignore the YouTube comments. D-backs money line today. I look at this game. with the Phillies. Phillies are rolling right now. It's another one I'd probably stay away from. For value, though, at plus 172, you could be in good shape. But again, Mad Bum's the best thing going for the Arizona Diamondbacks right now, and he did not have a great day yesterday. It was because of a few errors. But the Phillies are hitting the baseball right now. When they're hitting, it's very dangerous. I mean, this is their best win streak in 11 years, I believe. So that's one I would stay away from. Probably I wouldn't be on the Phillies by any means. Ranger Suarez does not have a great ERA, so I can see you wanting to go back to the Diamondbacks. He does give up home runs. That's a reason to bet on the Diamondbacks today. For plus 172, it's great value if you're chasing value, but again, it's not something I would do. Okay, let's see. Home run hitters, Ramirez, Alvarez, and Soto. Miami on the money line today. Miami on the money line today against Houston. I wouldn't risk it with Justin Verlander. Verlander's pretty damn impressive. I need 6 wins, though. That's how ridiculous that is. I need to go 6-0 too, guys. I actually only have 5 picks for you today, though, so I need to go 5-0. Kyle Larson on the road course today. Larson's favored in the NASCAR race today. I think he's number 1 there. That usually doesn't work out in your favor. It's not ever a bad betting on Kyle Larson. He usually wins. He wins a lot. Kyle Busch is one of those guys. When I look at NASCAR, I bet on guys who know how to win races, who find ways to win races. Kyle Larson's one of those guys. Kyle Busch is one of those guys. There's a few in the sport that you want to ride with there. Obviously, like what we've seen so far this year, there's been some upset winners, but for the most part, the winners are usually the big guns that know how to race for the big teams or in great equipment. That's my recommendation there. Guardians money line 1035 game. Yeah, I would go Guardians over the Athletics. The Athletics just can't hit the baseball. That's the biggest thing. If they get down, they're gonna have a tough time coming back. Home run hitters, we got that. Hopefully me 6-0. Betting is hard, guys. It's no secret. Betting is hard. We can get on here and fire ourselves up, say, hey, it's not rocket science. Never been rocket science. Not gambling when you know you're going to win. Good teams win, great teams cover. We can get on here and say all that stuff. Betting is hard, though. It's not easy to go 6-0. If you think it's easy to go 6-0, have I made it look easy some weeks? Yes, I've had a couple, two times in 1 week I went undefeated, right? I've got 6-0 slates, people winning thousands of dollars. But the bottom line is betting is very tough. Betting's tough. It's betting. It's gambling for a reason. It's tough to do. Okay, so if you think it's easy, that's a problem. It's not. It takes a lot of work. Takes a lot of luck too. Nobody knows what's going to happen. That's why I can't stand these freaking cappers that come on TikTok say, "Yo, what's popping? What's popping? Here's my picks. Here's my picks for today." Like, explain why you're giving the pick. Like, at least I can sit here and explain why I'm giving a damn pick. Okay, I was meaning that all the money was on plus 100 Red Sox. I just thought it was a trap. Yeah, I mean, the Red Sox didn't play well yesterday. I got you. Red Sox didn't play well at all yesterday. Avalanche or Lightning, too early to tell. I got to do some little research. We're going to be doing some watch-alongs here. So keep that in mind, guys. This week, come hang out with us, live watch-alongs with the Wada Hockey Podcast crew. So they're a local podcast, hockey podcast down in Dallas. Actually, Jeff Fink is on that podcast. So they're all going to be in the studio. We're going to be watching the games together, shooting the shit. So that'll be fun. A's will win today. Sunday dog day. Sunday dog day. Never know. Hungry dogs run faster. An underdog's a hungry dog, and hungry dogs run faster. So many comments rolling in here. I appreciate you guys. Get the likes up, though. Get the likes up. Come on now. 6.5 thousand. I need more. White Sox should have kept Carlos Rodon or Rondo. White Sox should have kept Carlos Rodon. I don't think they could have financially kept him, though. I think the Giants just gave him a much better deal. What's the picks for today? Well, I'm trying to get to the picks, guys. I'm trying to get to the picks. We got so many comments rolling in here. I'm a fan of Kopech. I like the Sox today. I'm a fan of Kopech, too. I think just strikeout numbers. He's had 10 appearances. He's gone under 7 times. Numbers are numbers, right? Just because he's coming off of one great performance doesn't mean I'm going to go against what he's done throughout the course of the year. I want to quit my job and gamble like a pro, but then I remember it's gambling. Yeah, I mean, guys, and people think I make money gambling. Like, yeah, I ain't making enough to live on gambling. Okay, I'm not sitting here saying I'm paying my bills gambling. It's because I'm doing content. That's how I'm paying the bills, right? It's not through gambling. Gambling is the foundation. It's the platform to create the content. So it's tough. Gambling's tough. It's no secret. Stats going to Bix being made 100%. AO Sports. I don't know. I didn't say anything about AO Sports, did I? We got 45 minutes. Oh, well, till the first game starts. I know. What was the Kopech pick? Under. A good capper only wins 51% of the time. Yeah, a good capper, a great bettor is 57 to 60% against the spread. If you're 57 to 60% against the spread, you're doing a really, really good job. 51%, you're still winning. Obviously, it's not great. A great capper, 57 to 60% against the spread. We have games starting very soon this morning, guys. We have this wake up with Sunday morning baseball that Major League Baseball's gotten into, guys. I don't love it. I could care less about it, but we need to start getting into the picks, guys. We've only given one pick, Michael Kopech, under 6.5 Ks at plus 114. Again, he's had 10 appearances. He's gone under 7 times. I'm going to play the numbers. Texas Rangers 13th in baseball when it comes to striking out. So, they're when at least strike out. So they're a middle of the road team there. I trust that they can hopefully not strike out 6.5 times, get to Kopech. If he ends with 6, we'll be good. Buddy Tanner, thoughts on spread, Yankees and money line Guardians. I like the Guardians on the money line. I like the Yankees against the spread today. It was at minus 110. It's now up to minus 128. So you jumped in at the wrong time if you haven't got it yet. You lost a little money there. Okay, so let's keep going, guys. Let me get to my picks. Blue Jays on the money line today. Lightning under 3.5 was a lock yesterday. That was a good hit if you got that. Blue Jays money line, minus 136 versus the Tigers today. It's going to be a tough one for the Blue Jays. They got to go against Tarek Skubal. Skubal's been fantastic. I don't want to knock him. I can knock the Tigers all day long, but I don't want to knock Skubal. 5-2 with a 2.33 and a .94 whip. Any whip under 1, and you're just an elite athlete. Ross Stripling's going to pitch for Toronto. Not like he's been Skubal good, but he's also been okay. 2-1, 3.65, 1.114 whip. Blue Jays average, though, 252 compared to the Tigers at 221. They've hit 42 more bombs than Detroit this year, and they have an OBP that's 43 points higher. Now, when I look at all that stuff, I say, okay, if they can get Skubal a little bit, they're going to be just fine because the Tigers can't hit the baseball. Now, they lost 3-1 yesterday, the Toronto Blue Jays, but they did win 10-1 in game 1. So that just shows how much more explosive the Blue Jays are. Yes, they're an up and down team when it comes to offensive numbers. If they're not hitting home runs, it can be tough for them to manufacture runs sometimes. But when they are hitting the baseball, they are one of the best hitting teams in the sport. So hopefully they can have that today, get a little success off Skubal early, and then finish the job with the bullpen. Toronto's bullpen better than Detroit, so I love that. Okay, let's see. We'll answer some comments. We'll give a pick, answer some comments. Give a pick, answer some comments. White Sox and Rays. I'm on the White Sox today. I'm on the Rays as well. I mean, I look at the White Sox. I look at the White Sox in their game here. Let me see. Let me find it. Against the Rangers, it's hard to go against Kopech. Again, John Gray gives up a lot of home runs. It's one I would stay away from. I think the total could be a better bet going with the over. Okay. Tanner, listen to me, please, guys. We got to get the picks going in. They lost to them with her on the court already in the season. Trust me, I'm in my bag today. I don't even know what you're talking about, man. How much, we talking tennis? How much would you put on a 3-team parlay to be smart? It depends what your unit size is. Thoughts on Braves with right pitching? Sorry, Georgia, I didn't get you. I saw that comment before. Thoughts on Braves with right pitching today? I mean, the Braves are rolling. Jose Quintana, he let me down last time. I would go with the Braves. I'd take them on the run line. They've won like 10 straight. I think they won their 10th straight game. I saw that tweet from Jeff Passan yesterday, or Passan, whatever. So I think go with right. He's pretty damn good. And we'll see. I mean, the thing that I like about a pitcher like Kyle Wright compared to Jose Quintana is there's a lot more upside. Like Quintana's been okay this year, but the ability of Wright's ability to be consistent with his strikeouts. I mean, 7, 5, 5, 6, and 9, and put together good performances too. I mean, it's hard to go against the Braves with how they're hitting the baseball, with how Kyle Wright is on the mound. We're at 9.4 thousand likes. Got a lot of people on. Get the likes going up, people. I want to set a world record today. I normally be 100 on a game, but I've been cold. If you're cold, my recommendation, if you've been cold, settle back a little bit, pull back, relax, bet smaller, because a win is a win. It's confidence, right? So if you bet $25 on a parlay and you hit it, that's confidence. And you're still going to have a decent payout there. Don't go, if you're losing, guys, less bets, less money. If you're winning, you can use the money you're winning with and bet more and be a little more risky there. So when I go on a losing streak, I calm down. I take a little money off the bets. I do less bets. And then, we'll see what happens. Okay. So what would I put on a 3-teamer? I don't know, $25. $25 if you're a $100 better for a 3-teamer. Thoughts on Braves, the right pitch? We got that. Meet me at the counter today, T. Coach, I'll meet you at the counter, Mohegan Sun. I'll fly back private jet, get there, play some bets, and then fly back down to Dallas. Arizona money line today. I wouldn't be on Arizona today. I would not be on Arizona. I don't think Arizona's going to get the job done today. That's just my take. That's my opinion. I mean, their best guy yesterday didn't get the job done. So what makes you think they're going to get it done today? But overall, the Phillies are bound to lose, so the over could be a better play. I normally be 100. We got that Guardians thoughts. I'm on the Guardians today, guys. I'm on the Guardians. I know that's the first game. We all want to bet it. I'm on the Guardians today. What are the odds? Tony LA 3. Tony gets fired. Pretty high. Exactly what I've done yesterday. I only did 2. Yeah, so just slow down on your bets. Is there a 3-legger parlay you would play? I'll get into that at the end, guys. I got to get through my picks. It's 9:25. Get the likes going up. I've only done 2 picks. I still have 3 more to deliver here. 3 more to deliver. Okay, so Orioles versus Royals. Nobody's asked about this game. I am on the Royals. Yeah, Gallen is their best guy. My mistake. I forgot about Gallen, but I look at Mad Bum. He's still second there. So Gallen was their best guy. That's my mistake. That was a mistake there. Zach Gallen is the ace of that team. Brewers are not winning the World Series. The Brewers are horrendous. The Brewers look so bad right now, and I'm not going to spend time ranting on them, but they're the worst team in baseball. No, not true, but they're a bad baseball team. Orioles versus Royals on the money line. Royals money line today. I want to do the Orioles. I want to bet on the Orioles. They're a better hitting team, but here's the thing. You know who's on the mound for the Royals, or the Orioles, I should say? Dean the Cream Kremer. Dean the Cream. I don't know if you guys have been watching me for a while, how long you've been watching me. It's funny. I did a screenshot. I saw a screenshot from what this studio looks like to when I was in my basement doing this for fun. And we used to laugh, me and my buddies who we did a baseball podcast together. It was like Dean the Cream Kremer, Dean the Cream. He's an over king. He's the over king. He gives up a lot of runs. Now he's only been on the mound. Let's see here. He's only been on the mound 4.1 innings this year. So I can't say much about Dean the Cream this year, even though he has a 6.23 ERA with a 1.38 whip, 4 innings. You can't judge his 4 innings. But when you look at the body of work over last season, he is an over king. Dean the Cream is an over king. That's why we're going to go with the Royals on the money line. Now, the Orioles are a much better hitting team, right? But Brad Keller's on the mound for the Royals. He's okay, right? He's 1-7. That's not good by any means, but that just shows he's not getting the run support with a 4.19 and a 1.26 over 66.2 innings. With Dean the Cream on the mound, that looks like a phenomenal pitcher to me. Brad Keller looks like a great option when he's going against Dean Kremer. Now, he needs to control his walks. That's been his biggest issue. Home runs aren't a massive issue, but the walks can be a liability for him. If he does that, he'll be fine. The Orioles have the advantage in the power numbers. The Royals can hit with them. I think they're a little better at manufacturing runs. The Orioles hit home runs. So if he can keep the ball in the yard and limit his walks, and if he does give up a home run, make sure it's a solo home run, I think the Royals are just fine in this game. Baltimore's pitching staff is better than the Royals, but with Kremer on the mound to start the game, he is a liability, and he is an over king. I was going to play the over in this game. I think it's just a little too high, considering you got some inconsistent offenses there. Okay. Royals got me yesterday, so I'm done. I'm down to ride them today. They're a coin toss. It's a coin toss game, guys. But when I look at Dean the Cream on the mound, he's just not a talented pitcher. Not a talented pitcher. He's a liability out there. Rays run line. I'm not on run line for the Rays. I'm on money line for the Rays today, and we will get into that in a minute. Sharky. What up, Sharky? Mets are a liability. Let me get to the YouTube comments here. Kevster, Red Sox was the fade of the day from yesterday. Let's go. Kevster, didn't you say you were tailing Red Sox? I thought you said you were tailing Red Sox. Red Sox they just didn't play well. And I can't really sit here and say, oh, they should have won that game. In no worlds, the Red Sox should have won that game. I mean, I said the stats at the beginning, Kevster, I think before you were on. They were 1-3 with runners in scoring position. They were out hit 13-8. They left 3 runners on base. They only had a few opportunities to score. They won with the long ball early. Like I thought they were going to be okay early because of the long ball. They couldn't sustain that. Home runs are not sustainable. I know we win games with home runs and strikeouts, but the best offenses in baseball, the best pitching staffs in baseball are the ones that can get ground balls if you're a pitching staff, and the best offenses are the one that can manufacture runs, and the Red Sox couldn't do that yesterday. Guardians or A's. Guys, I'm on the Guardians in game 1, the 10:35 wake up with the MLB baseball. I'm on the Guardians for that game. Mets, Angels over 8.5, lock of the day. I do like the over in that game. I'm going to play the Mets on the money line today, though, because I think with the Angels, you don't know what you're going to get offensively right now. Yes, they had a breakout game yesterday, but what have they done over the course of their losing streak when they've won 2 games in their past 15 or 16, whatever it is? Red Sox are average, I said. I'm not saying the Red Sox are great, but I mean average. I'd say average. Yeah, that's an appropriate comment there. But yesterday they didn't play well. The Mariners are a good baseball team statistically, right? They haven't found ways to win, but they're a good statistical baseball team. When you have the numbers, you can win any game on any given day. It's just finding ways to win, and they did that yesterday. Royals can stay under 9.5. I would play the under in that Royals-Orioles game. I think it's just so risky, but it's like, here's my thing, guys. There's better money on the board because you have these pitchers who are a liability, right? In Keller and Kremer. Now, I like I said, I think Keller's a lot better than Kremer. But on top of that, these offenses can hit the ball. They're inconsistent, though. The Orioles have a lot of power, but they're inconsistent. So it's a tough one. I think 9.5, that number, you probably go under. But again, it could be a sweat with these pitchers. This isn't going to be a 2-1 game by any means. Giants on the money line today. I think the Dodgers get one back. But again, it's Julio Urias Day against Rodon. Again, for plus 110, it could be worth Giants sweep there. But Urias, pretty good. I think the over is actually a decent bet there. Urias has been roughed up in a few starts. So is Rodon, though. So it's a toss-up. I do think the Dodgers get one back today. Red Sox are above average. They're just not playing to above average. That's what I would say. Give a Nerfy lock of the day. You want a lock, go to Home Depot. Dodgers and White Sox over. I think the Dodgers over is a decent bet there. Urias does give up runs. Rodon can get hit by this Dodgers offense, so I don't think that's a bad bet by any means. Royals over 6-4. So you're calling Royals over 6-4, a 10-run game. Yeah, I could see that, guys. I think it's going to be right around 9.5. I think it's going to be 8 to 10 runs, right? So it's a toss-up game. It's not going to be a 2-1 game, but again, I think 9.5 is a little high. But Dean the Cream Kremer is horrendous. He's an over king. So like that's a pick, guys. I can give you an opinion on it, but my biggest recommendation, stay away from it. Now I know people won't do that, but biggest opinion recommendation, stay away from it. Baez under a half a hit plus 145. Your thoughts? Let's see here. Let me see here. Let me pull that number up. Under? You want to go under? Wait, you said under a half a hit? Baez is hitting over 600 against the opposing pitcher. Well, I think he just answered your. I think Gypsy JoJo 69 just answered your question there. If he's hitting over 600, against Stripling, I would probably take the over on his hits. That's why it's plus 145. At plus 140, it wouldn't be plus 145 for an under if he was getting dominated by Ross the Boss Stripling. Okay, so we got that down. Blue Jays money line, Royals money line. We have two more picks to go here. We had Michael Kopech under 6.5 Ks. Reasoning for Guardians. My reasoning for Guardians is Cal Quantrill is just as good. Let me get the numbers up. My real reasoning is the Oakland A's cannot hit the baseball, save their life. Okay, so the wake up, the 10:35 Central Time baseball game. Cal Quantrill 3.56 with a 1.2. Cole Irvin 3.0 with a 1.25. Offensively, Cleveland's got 46 home runs. They got a 313 OBP. They're better at manufacturing runs. Oakland's OBP is 276. The Cleveland Guardians have scored 51 more runs this season than the Oakland A's. They have a better pitching staff when it comes to the bullpen. Their team ERA is a 3.67 compared to the Oakland A's at 4.36, and their WHIP is 0.16 lower. There's your reasoning right there. Oakland's not as good as a baseball team. Taking you guys to church, man. Reading the stats off. Taking you to church. That's the reason for the Guardians. They're a better baseball team. Can they lose today? Of course they can, because anything can happen in sports. But when I look at the numbers, I'm going to play the Cleveland Guardians today. Kopech under 6.5 Ks. Yankees and Astros parlay lock. Boys, throw them keys away. Throw the keys away. Rangers strike out 25% of the time versus right-hand pitching. Not sure if Kopech is going to go under 6.5 Ks. Well, we'll see. I go off the numbers. I go off what he's done this year. He's had 10 appearances 3 times. He's gone over that, so I'm going to play the over. I think 7 versus 3. Good. The odds are in our favor there. Overall, the Rangers are 13th in baseball when it comes to least strikeouts per game, whether it's right-handed pitching. It doesn't matter. I'm gonna go 6.5. I'm gonna go under 6.5 for plus money. Take a chance on it. Once they down, they down. Yeah, once they down, Aerox. But the whole numbers, the whole numbers for Cleveland, Oakland. The numbers are very favorable towards the Guardians. Braves, Rays, Padres, Jays, Dodgers, Astro parlay. Yeah, Braves, Rays, Padres, Jays, Dodgers. I like that all. I like all those teams. Run lines for Guardians, though. I think you can get away with a run line bet there. Again, Irvin's a little better than Quantrill numbers wise. I think an over could be a good play in this game. I think the Guardians get the job done there. I think. Run line at plus 116, I think is a decent bet. Again, I hate doing run lines at home. Now, the Guardians aren't the most explosive offense in the world, and when I bet on run lines, I would like to see a little more of an explosive offense. But at the same time, too, I don't think it's a bad bet. It just wouldn't. I think minus 176 in a parlay is a better bet than playing minus 1.5 in a parlay. Now, if you're going to play it as a straight, yeah, you got to go plus 116 on the run line there. That's not hitting. There we go. Okay, that's not hitting. Okay, he does not think. Who doesn't think? Let's see. Who doesn't think it's hitting? Braves, Dodgers, Rays, Padres, Jays, Astros parlay. Again, guys, all those teams I think are going to win. I would be on all those teams, but it's hard to hit a 6-team parlay. I mean, there's usually going to be a dog in there that gets the job done. So we got Rays money line here. Let me get into this pick before we keep talking comments. Urias stinks. Nationals money line from Sam Lee over on YouTube. Urias is up and down pitcher, right? The numbers have been there. He's gotten shelled in a few starts recently, but the numbers have been there. It's just hard to say that the Dodgers are going to get swept by the Giants. For value, you might want to go with the Giants. Dodgers at minus 130 is still a little juice considering how they have played and they're on the road tonight. Nationals money line, I like that. Bet against the Brewers all day long. Now, the Brewers should eventually win a baseball game, right? But bet against the Brewers. Yanks instead of Braves, and it hits. Okay, so we got that going there. Let's talk Rays money line at minus 120 today. Now, the Rays have lost 2 straight games to the Twins. Twins are a very good hitting team. However, the huge pitching advantage in favor of the Tampa Bay Rays today. Jeffrey Springs on the mound. He's 2-2, 162.92 whip, over 44.2 innings. Cole Sands going 0-2, 849 with a 197 for the Twins. Now, he's only thrown 11.2 innings. This will likely become a bullpen game very quickly, but Springs has been tough to hit overall. And I look at that. I think he can contain the Twins offense. He can limit their ability to hit the baseball. And on top of that, the Rays hopefully get a few hits early, hopefully get the job done. Now, the Rays are going to have to win this game with pitching. So my other recommendation here, if you like the Rays on the money line, you might want to play the under of this in a same game parlay as well. Just because in my narrative, we talk about narratives all the time, right? For the Rays to win this baseball game, they need to keep the scoring low. I don't think they come out and score 10 runs by any means because the Twins are so explosive, right? They need to keep the Twins under their team total today. If they can keep the Twins under their team total, I think they're going to be just fine today. Do Phillies make it 10 straight? Again, Ranger Suarez on the mound there. I don't love Suarez, right? But again, against the Diamondbacks, who are a power hitting team, right? They hit for power. They don't manufacture runs. If Suarez can just be decent today, I think they'll be okay. Minus 1.5 at plus 105. I don't hate that at all based on how the Phillies are hitting the baseball right now. Play Phillies -1 for the push. Yeah, you can play Phillies -1 for the push. And you're going to get a little more value playing Phillies -1 than just taking money line, obviously, because you can still get the push in there. They are not losing. They are not losing. Okay. CJ Chrome. They're not losing. There we go. If CJ says it, they're not losing, I guess. I like that, though. Play Phillies -1 for the push. So if you play -1, guys, you think usually run line in baseball is -1.5, right? So a team must win by 2. If you play -1, like picture -1 right in the middle of run line and money line, right? Money line, if they win by 1, your bet hits. -1, if they win by a run, you push. -1.5, they need to win by 2. So -1 is going to get you a little more value than money line, but you still have the risk of pushing if they win by 1. Okay. You think the Jays hit well against Skubal? Here's what I think. I think the Tigers are going to have a tough time keeping up with the Blue Jays if they can get their offense going. Skubal's fantastic. He's unreal, right? But that doesn't mean I'm going to go with the Tigers because they can't hit the baseball like the Blue Jays can. I look at the offensive numbers. They're 42 more home runs than the Tigers. They have an OBP that's 43 points higher. They lost 3-1 in game 2 of the series. They won 10-1. In game 1, right? So they're coming off a loss. We like to hammer good teams off a loss, so I feel pretty good about the Blue Jays there. Sorry, Arizona wins. Okay, that's fine. I don't give a shit if Arizona wins. Bottom line, I'm not betting that game. I'm just giving you guys my opinion on it. Mariners is a lock. Well, I don't even have line for the Mariners yet. But here we go. We got him. Robbie Ray versus Boston. Boston's plus 116 against Robbie Ray today. Could be worth taking a chance. Dean, what's up? Dean's the sub. There we go. I'm unmuted now. Am I back? I'm back. How long was I muted for, guys? Hopefully I wasn't muted too long. 9:39. Perfect. 2 words. Victor Robles. Hansel Robles. Yeah, Hansel had a rough day yesterday. Hansel had a rough day. Guys, how long was I muted for on YouTube? Let me know just so. Am I back? I'm back. We're good. All right, I'm back. Love that. I think I was muted for about 10 seconds. Hansel was not good yesterday, Deanie. Hansel sucked. Okay, so the Mets lost yesterday 11-6. They still scored 6 runs. They just waited a little late in the ball game. Angels' inconsistency is the reason to go back to the Mets for plus money today. You know, Taijuan Walker 3-2 with a 3.28 and a 1.26 whip, right? He's going to pitch against Patrick Sandoval, who's been really good, 3-1 with 2.81 and a 1.31 whip. But the bottom line is the Mets find ways to win. They get the job done. Now, the Mets are much better at manufacturing runs. And like I said early, home runs obviously can win baseball games, right? The power numbers are huge. But the thing that keeps teams going, the thing that's sustainable for a team offensively is the ability to manufacture runs. That's something the Mets have right now. Team OBP at 335 compared to the Angels at 315. And they also have a team batting average that's 20 points higher than the Angels. Now, I look at the Angels. Yes, they had a phenomenal game, maybe 20 seconds. Love that, Jeff Morton. Love that. Appreciate it. Not muted too long. But I look at the Angels as a team, right, over their past 15, 16 games. Have not been hitting. They haven't been hitting in high leverage situations. I can't go off one game. I need to see a bulk of work where they were getting the job done. That hasn't been the case, right? You look at the New York Mets. They've been doing it throughout the whole season. It's the best team in New York. I think it's one of the best teams in baseball, right? So overall, I'm going to ride with the New York Mets for plus money a day too. It's a good bet. I think Taijuan Walker can compete. Patrick Sandoval obviously got an advantage with the numbers, but Taijuan Walker should be just fine today. If the Mets come to hit the baseball, and they can't wait. They got to get up early. They can't wait till the end of the game like we saw yesterday. You think the Yankees sweep? Yeah, I mean, I don't think the Yankees lose today. I think it's tough to say the Yankees lose. Your thoughts on the Brewers losing, Skid? I never thought the Brewers were a great baseball team. I think here's the problem with the Brewers. They have all the talent in the world, right? They're underperforming, and they don't perform in high-leverage situations. Yes, they have phenomenal offensive numbers, but they don't hit when it counts, at least in the moments that I've watched them, at least in the games I've seen them. They don't hit when it counts. And we see this Brewers team, too, when they get to the playoffs. Why are they so bad in the playoffs? Well, they don't play anyone during the season, right? The National League Central is not a good division. It's a bad division, guys. I'm surprised the Brewers have lost this many games. But, again, let me see what their schedule looks like moving forward. Like, they're going to have to recover. It's going to be hard to recover, guys. When you go on these long losing streaks, it's not easy to recover. I mean, the Boston Red Sox have made it look pretty easy. But it's not like you can't drop 3 straight games to the Washington Nationals and be okay. Like, you got to win the games you're supposed to win. Against teams like the Washington Nationals, you got to win series. So after this, they go right to New York on the road, play the Mets. That's not going to be easy. They play Cincinnati, who's going to be tough. And then you got 4 against the Cardinals. You got 3 against Toronto, and you got 2 against Tampa Bay. That's not going to be easy at all. I mean, they're through the ringer in the next couple of weeks, right? With the Mets, Reds up and down, right? But the way they're playing against the Nationals right now, they could get beat by them. 4 against the Cardinals, 3 against Toronto, and 2 against Tampa Bay. I mean, they are absolutely through the ringer. And then they go Pittsburgh, Chicago, Pittsburgh, but then they're with the Twins and the Giants. That's not easy either. I mean, Mackenzie Gore start. Mackenzie got shelled. Mackenzie got shelled. And luckily he did because we hit the over because of it. But like Mackenzie, that was surprising. That was very surprising. Got us to 15K. Love that. Love that, guys. We're going to the freaking moon here. Okay. So Brewers, we got that. Thoughts on Frank Gore's weak start? I mean, Mackenzie Gore. I mean, nothing to really say about it. You know, it helped me a lot because I hit the over in that game, and there wouldn't have been an over in game 2 of the Padres and Rockies if it wasn't for Mackenzie Gore's rough start. The Rockies, surprisingly, they've hit better on the road this year than they have at home. And they're a decent hitting team, but Mackenzie Gore's been really good. I think the bigger thing about Mackenzie Gore getting shelled, because any pitcher can get hit, right? It happens. They're just not as good. Their fastball's a touch off that day. They're not locating pitches. It happens, right? I think the bigger thing that shocks me is how good Kyle Freeland actually was. I mean, Freeland pitched, very well, 6 innings, 2 earned. Like, that's a great start for Freeland. That's a quality start there. And we haven't seen that much this year. So I think that's a bigger surprise there. Trout hitting 625 off Walker. That's great, guys. That's all Jim freaking dandy. But let me pull up some Mike Trout numbers. Trout's the best player on the planet. But let me pull up some Mike Trout numbers for you. It's over. Okay, so Mike Trout in the past 7 days, he's crushing, right? But when you look at him over the course of this losing streak, let's see. He has in the month of June, let's see. Mike Trout has 6 hits in 25 appearances, right? Or 25 at-bats. He's got 9 strikeouts in 25 at-bats in June. So he really hasn't been hitting the ball great. So I can't say, okay, he's not getting the job done, blah, blah, blah. I'm just going to go off what he's done recently. And the Mets are a good baseball team. I can't be afraid of Mike Trout. I'm going to go with the team that's been consistent, the teams that showed me they can win baseball games, and that's the New York Mets. Freeland needs to earn his money. Freeland does need to earn his money for sure. I mean, they're paying him decent money out there. Me gusta dinero, Toronto Nerfy, and Yankees Nerfy. Okay, let me check those out. Indians and Oakland early start. What do you think? I'm on the Indians today. It's Throwback Sunday. We'll call them the Indians. I saw the Chief Wahoo hat the other day, and it was very, very. It brought back memories. I do like. It brought back Major League. The movie with Charlie Sheen memories. So I saw that. I love that. I'm on the Guardians today. Yes, I'm on the Guardians today. Taillon over 4.5 strikeouts. I think Taillon over 4.5 is the move today. I was looking at that prop. I think it's pretty juiced though. But I think Taillon over 4.5 would be the move today. Freeland, we got that. What's the play for the first game? I'm on Guardians money line today in a parlay. If you want to play it run line, that's fine. I think a parlay is better. But again, it's the first game of the day, so it could blow your parlay pretty early. But again, Guardians with Cal Quantrill, I think they're going to be fine. Irvin is better than Quantrill, but Quantrill can hang, and the Guardians are much better at manufacturing runs and hitting the baseball. I haven't seen that from Oakland this year. When they go down, they have a tough time coming back. There's some teams that can come back. There's other teams that can't. Over, under for the Guardians. I said over. I said under. It's up and down, right? I think with two inconsistent offenses, the smart move is to go under now, rethinking it. But again, both pitchers are very questionable in this game. So it's tough. I think it just jumped up to 8. I think it was at 8. Now it's up to 8.5. There's more money coming. The under at 8.5. It's a tough one. It's one that I would recommend staying away from. But you could look at team totals too. I think team total, like usually when I have a total that I'm kind of afraid of, or don't know what's going to happen, you might want to go team totals there. You could take the A's under 3.5 for their team total. You could take the Cleveland Guardians over 4.5 for their team total, whatever side you feel better. Leaning towards under. Irvin and Quantrill are decent. They're okay. They're okay, but I think the bigger reason to lean towards the under, in my opinion, at least, would be because of these offenses and how inconsistent they are. Any other questions, guys? Throw them in the chat. Any other questions? Play till you win, Tanner. Miguel, we hammer till we win. That's how it works here. Hammer till you win. Look at the studio, guys. We're winning right now. I'll tell you that. It looks awesome in here. Shout out to everyone who made this happen. Offenses are terrible. They are terrible. And, like when you look at the Guardians offense, though, it's so much better than the A's, and that's saying something. That's just saying how bad the A's are, really. Top 2 team. We want some parlays. People want the parlays. It depends what, guys, here's my biggest thing. Like when you guys ask me for a 2-team or a 3-team parlay, give me an odds number that you're looking for. Because like when I place a 2 or 3-teamer, it's usually about plus 300. Like that's kind of what I'm looking to do. So I'd go Yankees there. I think the Yankees win today. I'd pair that with the Blue Jays if you want a little riskier bet, but I get my heavy favorite in there. So I take the New York Yankees and then I add in what I like. So I like the New York Mets tonight. You could do plus money New York Mets there. So that gets you plus 189 for Yankees Mets, little New York parlay. And then if you added in someone else, like another one of my plays here, you could add the Rays in at minus 120. That gets you plus 431 for a 3-legger, which I do like. I am on the Jays tonight. I'm feeling good about the Jays. Atlanta minus 1.5 looks good today with Kyle Wright on the mound. Atlanta's winning. Yeah, I mean, I think Jose Quintana, I relied on him. I think it was his last start. I chose to go with Jose Quintana. That was a big mistake. Obviously, Quintana has the ability to shove. I just don't think it happens today against a Atlanta team that's won 10 straight games and feeling pretty good. So any other questions, guys? We're at 49 minutes. Trying to keep these shows to like 45 to 50 minutes every morning, whether it's just me here in the studio Saturday, Sundays, or, having Jeff here during the week. Another thing, too, guys, we're going to start this week, I believe. It's going to be called Bet the Day Happy Hour. We're going to come on like 4:30 and kind of do this again if you guys want to do that. If you have interest in that, let me know. If not, we don't want to do it if no one wants to watch it. But we're thinking Bet the Day Happy Hour. This little happy hour logo coming across the screen here, and we'll be doing that. If you guys want that, let me know in the comments section. I want to get some opinions on that before we actually sign off. So Bet the Day Happy Hour will be on the morning for Bet the Day. Do the kind of studio show that we were doing. Then Bet the Day Happy Hour is going to be more chill, more relaxed, kind of like this. Just us shooting the shit about picks. Probably won't even come on with games or anything. It's just kind of what you guys do. And it will also be, we want to do a call-in show too. We're thinking about trying to make that a call-in show potentially. So if anyone would like to call in, let me know if you would be interested in calling in. We're trying to get some more opinions on our takes and all that, what we're trying to do. But call-in show, I think at 4:30, 4 o'clock will be actually a lot of fun if you guys are interested in that. But anyways, guys, let me know in the chat. We'll stay on here another couple minutes, see if you guys have any more questions, and we'll sign off. Man, the people working hard here 7 days a week, guys. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Let's get that to 300 subscribers. Got to keep that going to the moon. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, every single Bet the Day, every single social has it for Bet the Day. We're on all of them, guys. Check out me on my personal socials at Tanner Kern as well, guys. And buy a t-shirt. Buy a t-shirt. Please, please, please buy a t-shirt. Link in the bio. Number one way to support the show and support the brand and rep the brand. Mets are a go then. Yes, Mets are 100% a go. Mets are a go. I'm on the Mets at plus 102 today. Any other questions, throw them in the chat. If not, we will sign off here. TikTok pics will be posted in a little bit here. Other than that, I think we're all set, guys. Great show today. Had a lot of fun. 15.3 thousand likes. I love that. I love that. What games are going too soon? What games am I going too soon? Most likely, Dean, I will be back at Fenway probably in August. I'm going to be at a Rangers game in a couple weeks. I'll be at a few Rangers games while I'm down in Dallas, but I'll probably be at Fenway and look for early August, late July, maybe middle July. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'll be at a few Red Sox games there. I'm going to try to go to the Subway Series with the Yankees and the Mets. I'm not sure when that takes place. But I would love to see that. I'd love to do content at that. Let me see. Yankees and Mets. When do they play? Anyone know? Yeah, I'm on the Mets today, guys. I'm on the Mets. July 26th. So I would love to try to get there. I might be in Vegas that week. I'm not exactly sure doing stuff. But, yeah, hopefully I can get to Fenway a lot in like July, August. So, Dean, if you're there, you're coming up to me. I'll be at Fenway next Sunday versus the Cardinals. My buddy actually is coming in from St. Louis to go to that. And I was disappointed because this trip to Dallas to work out of the studio was during this whole month, right? So it doesn't look like I'll be able to do that, unfortunately, get to the Cardinals game, but it is what it is. How many units on Mets? I think a 1 unit or a half unit play, whatever you feel comfortable with. I mean, I feel good about that. I'd probably go 1 unit. Depends on what kind of better you are. If you're a 1 unit better on every game, go 1 unit. If you're a half unit better on every game, go a half unit. I'll put a unit on them today, but not gonna do more than that. What's your book? Just wondering. My book. So I use FanDuel DraftKings. Like I'm from Connecticut, so that's the 2 legal books, right? Call down to people in Connecticut to place bets for me. If I'm in Mass, I can do the same thing. When I'm here, I'm still calling back home to Connecticut, but I use Prize Picks and Thrive Fantasy and all that for player prop stuff. But again, I'm not a huge player prop guy. I like player props when it comes to basketball. I don't love them. Baseball player props up and down. But I'm more of a straight bet kind of guy. Georgie, meet me in Vegas in July for NBA Summer League. It's so dope. I was there last summer. Awesome, man. I got to check out Summer League. I'm going to be there, I think July 20th to the 26th, 27th. It's a long trip to Vegas. It's going to be a little too long for me. But I think I'm there for like a week in July. So I'll definitely check that out. And be a Summer League. I'd love to go see that. I think you can bet on that stuff too, probably. You can bet on everything. Hell, you definitely bet on that. FanDuel best for parlays. FanDuel's had some up and down tech issues the past few days, though. It's just been disappointing to see. But yeah, FanDuel's great. DraftKings is great. Caesars is great. BetMGM's pretty good. Like all these books they're pretty comparable. I think FanDuel and DraftKings and Caesars obviously spent a lot of money to get their book up to quality with FanDuel and DraftKings. I think it's very, very similar. So that's kind of where it's at with the legal books. Jeff Morton coming in here. I want to buy your shirt, but I need bigger size than 2XL. I ate too much for breakfast. Okay, we'll work on getting some 3s or some 3X, 4X, whatever you need on there. We'll get a special one just for Jeff. Do you ever do live bets? I do live bets a lot, Rajan. It can be hard, like when I'm in an illegal state, right? Like when I'm in Mass or when I'm in Texas, it's hard to do. It's hard to place a live bet because I like betting on legals. I'm not a big offshore guy. I don't want to bet offshore. I've had so many not trouble with offshore books, but it's just a hassle to get your money out. Like the majority of my bankroll is in FanDuel and DraftKings, right? So I can call back to get a live bet at the half, but it's tough to hammer something right away when you're in an illegal state because there's so many hoops you got to jump through, right? 3-team parlay, a good one. I haven't given you a good one yet. Come on now. Cleveland guys, I'm on the Guardians today. I like the Guardians. I know it's the 10:30 baseball game that we all want to get to. I like the Guardians today, though. Thanks, buddy. I do appreciate the picks. Appreciate you, Jeff. Appreciate you. And I'll say this, guys. I'm here giving the picks. I'm giving my explanations to the picks. You don't have to take them. I don't know if they're going to hit. I have no guarantees. I hate the people that come on and say guaranteed lock. It's the stupidest shit in the world. There is no guaranteed lock in sports betting. There's no guaranteed bet. Nobody knows what's going to happen in these games. We don't know. We do our research. We do the numbers, and then we hope for the best. It's not gambling when you know you're going to win. That's our rallying cry. That's our battle cry. But again, nobody knows what's going to happen. Appreciate it. Bishop, Danny, Tanner. I love that. And make sure you guys join us tomorrow for, back when Jeff's in the studio. The lighting's a little better. They got 15 different cameras on me. So that's always fun. But, Saturday, Sunday, we're just shooting the shit. We'll have Bet the Day happy hour coming this week. Probably do a call-in show if you guys want to call in. We can actually talk and stuff, so that'll be pretty cool. I got a book in Boston. Everything is cash. You get a weekly credit and pay, collect on Thursday. I know, but it's an offshore. Like I've gone through the books where the Venmo, I get Venmo'd every week, and I don't like doing that. I like knowing I'm going to get my money. Lost every single bet yesterday. Well, today we bounce back. 3-teamer. Yankees, Mets, and Yankees, Mets. Go Yankees, Mets, Rays. That's what I'm going with, Yankees, Mets, Rays. You could add the Royals in there, too. I think that's a little more of a toss-up. I like the Rays today with Jeffrey Springs on the mound. Mets at plus money, I think, is a good bet, just because the Angels have been so inconsistent over their bulk work. But biggest thing is, guys, when you're placing a 3-teamer, get the heavy favorite in there and then put 2 bets that you feel good about. That's my take. Favorite Bretsky. Don't know what that means. Brewers versus Nationals. I'm not on the Brewers. I'm not on the Nationals. I think the Brewers have to win, but the way they've been playing, it's hard to say they're going to win. Like I said early in the show, when you're talking about a team that's due for a win, great. Like a lot of people have bet the Brewers over the past week because they're due for a win against the Nationals. Hasn't happened. Yanks, Mets, Rays. Okay, let's do it. Let's ride there. Let's see what happens. I give you all my picks thinking they're going to hit, guys. So if they don't hit, I can't. I'm sorry, but I give them thinking they're going to hit. Any other questions, guys, throw them in the chat. If not, we'll sign off here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join Discord. Nationals all day. Here's why, Georgie, if you're on the Nationals, here's why I'm on the Nationals. At least I would be, because the Brewers are on the no-bet list, and when you're on the no-bet list, you don't get bet on. So subscribe to our YouTube channel. Join Discord. Number one place to talk to me. Link in the bio on TikTok. Link in the description on YouTube. Join Discord. We got almost 2,000 people in there. Awesome spot, guys. Great stuff. So make sure you get it on that. Join Discord. Follow us on TikTok, connect with us on social media, subscribe to YouTube, and buy a t-shirt. All those links are in the description. Oh, we're also on Spotify too. I forgot about that. If you missed the show, you can listen to the audio playback on Spotify every single day. So that's a lot of fun too. Love doing that. Love putting it on Spotify for you guys. So make sure you check that out. Run line the first game. Guardians run line for a straight bet is where the value is. There, yes. So we are going to sign off here, guys. Appreciate all the support. 58-minute show. A little longer here Sunday morning. But worth it for you guys. Appreciate it. And we will get back tomorrow for another episode of Bet the Day. A lot of fun content planned this week. So make sure you subscribe, all that, so you get notified. Thanks, guys. Talk to you tomorrow.
Rebel soul child got a fist balled. I'm a respawn of ancestors and I'm blessed, They are not him. Tell him fess up. I get check stub. Hella carefree. Nothing scares me. Hella reckless. Yeah.